With each passing day, more converge upon Earth. Pilgrims of fate. Some already arrived. Others still walking paths they do not yet understand. This gathering intrigues me. They exist in the space between heaven and hell. Their choices now will carve the shape of their eternity. But do they truly know what they are? What forces stir beneath their feet while they play their part on the board? Pawns, perhaps. Or something far more significant. Death lingers near. Yet the dead do not rest. Their whispers grow louder. Their stories claw to the surface. Deeds once buried in shadow now stray for the light. These saints, these sinners, they are unlike any I've seen. Complex, flawed, powerful. Some barely cling to their soul. Others shine so brightly, I dare not look away. They have been chosen for what lies ahead, and nothing in this world or the next will ever be the same. I must watch them. For within this fractured group lies the thread to a mystery far greater than they can fathom. And soon, it will unravel.
It's really ready to go. Okay, Cecily! Okay, Cecily! Okay, Cecily! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand. Okay, Cecily! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand. Okay, Cecily! He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. What the fuck is he wearing? It's not Halloween. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Fucking sizzling. Darling, you can smile more. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, that's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cuck. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go. You're some Hollywood horse. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. squad of your main balls. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, oh my god, like yeah. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, beat him into submission. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, yada 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 yada. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, you got me. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, so fucking crazy. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, fuck off. Fire, fire, big pants flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. Choose like it's oh look, what a coincidence! God damn, I hate this thing. I can't say the word tampon. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda. Twat waffle! That's all you fucking are! Twat waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! Fuck your immersion! Guess what? Fucking pronouns! You take everything we love and you just can't help! Shovel! You are dog shit! Fucking crap! Ideology into everything! Every single solitary fucking thing!
You think I'm not here, but I am. You think that I have the microphone on mute, but I don't. You think that the camera being off at this present moment in time is not on purpose, but it is. You think Ironheart's a good show because you're gay.
Hi everyone, welcome to Afternoon Tea.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Afternoon Tea with us. Sit down, put on a comfy pair of slippers, stick your head in your pants.
Wait. Do all of that. Hi and welcome to Afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. Oh, chat. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me, for I am undone. Look, there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now, okay? You know, we've got war in the Middle East. I mean, I've known that all my fucking life, so you know. We got Greenpeace activists being beheaded in the Congo because they believe in no borders. I mean, they found somewhere that did believe in them. We got people on the internet screaming and shouting at each other. You know, I'm team red, I'm team blue. Nuance out the window. Dark times. AI rises up to take everybody's jobs.
and government fails the people every single day. None of it can hold a candle up to the fact that I have to watch Ironheart. I'm watching Ironheart and I'm wishing that I was in some North Korean prison, strung up by my ankles, having my feet whacked with a tickle stick, of course, you know. Stop it. Stop it. But I'm not. I'm here in the salt mines. Having to watch Ironheart for a second time to make reviews on it. And chat, yesterday I put up my episode 4 review. Go watch it. But yesterday I put up my episode 4 review. My next review for episode 5, which I'm starting tomorrow, by the way, it was an hour long. An hour long. And do you know what happens in episode 5? Do you know what happens? Basically, fucking nothing. You can remove episode 5 and go from 4 to 6, and you won't have missed a beat. Look, I got this fucking rogue. And just you know, in case there's any people here that work in the coal mines, any people here that work on oil rigs, and they think they've got a hard life, people that are on their feet 10 hours a day, 5-6 days a week, just to earn enough so that the family can get by. My escapism this week from Ironheart was going to see retarded dinosaurs. And I got fucking told off by Karen in the theater because I couldn't stop laughing at how fucking shit it was. Can you not do that? Can you not do that? Fuck off, Karen. It's funny. Admittedly, unintentionally, but it's funny. And then, if I haven't quite yet pulled upon the heartstrings of you, dear viewer, dear sweet, innocent, uncorrupted viewer, this week, I got to do episode 5. Then I got to do episode 6. And just when the agony's over, I got to see Superman's James Gunn. I'm just going to say it because, you know, I'm tired of the truth not being out there, but YouTubing is by far the most difficult job in the whole world. In the whole world, right? I would rather be mining for lithium in South Africa right now. But I'm not. I'm here. I'm here up to here in shitty TV and shitty movies and people. Do you know what I had to deal with this week? I had to deal with fucking
retards, right? Trying to equate Tony Stark calling out the terrorists stupidly because Tony Stark being so mad by he calls them out and says, "You want to fight? Come to my house." Thing is, though, they did turn up Tony, and he wasn't quite ready for that because he thought he was calling their bluff. They're trying to, and that shaped the whole of the fucking storyline for Iron Man 3. It drove him away. It drove him away from his tech because his tech was destroyed. It drove him away from his loved ones because he didn't want them to be killed. He had to question himself. He had to question what he was doing. He had to question the fact that the vast infinity of space, he saw it, he looked into it, and it drove him mad. He had to bounce back. He had to reconnect. And they want to equate that to retard Williams calling up Uber Eats at a secret hideout, which is full of black market weapons, black market tech, stolen shit, probably all kinds of fucking everything that Ezekiel Stain is going to spend the rest of his life in prison for. He orders Uber fucking Eats, knowing full well that she's been hunted down by the Hood gang, that she knows they're after her. I mean, it gets even worse in episode 5, but and who knows? Maybe even the police are onto her because she is committing a lot of crimes. And she's pretty easy to pick out in a crowd. Do you know who did it? Yeah, it was a 4 fucking 10 little woman in an iron suit, which she just flies around fucking Chicago in. But apparently, that is the same as Tony Stark giving his address, which, let's be honest, most people probably knew if they fucking Googled it, because that would be, calling out terrorists, saying, "Come fucking meet me. I'm fucking challenging you. Come fucking do it." And they did in spades, and they blew his fucking shit up. Apparently, those two things are the same in the eyes of a fucking spasticated retard. Other than that, I had a great week. It's fucking awesome. You know what? I tell you what, chat. All jokes aside, I mean, not the Iron Man and the Ironheart fucking Uber Eats and terrorist thing. That's not a fucking joke. That's unfortunately how fucking brain dead the internet's become. But everything else before that, all jokes aside, when you do watch this amount of shit, I mean, Jurassic World was fucking shit. It is fucking dog shit, and it's making all the money. We're gonna see, but it's making all the money. Now, how's week 2 gonna go? Because there's gonna be a lot of word of mouth of how bad it is, but I think that's gonna be a little bit irrelevant because do you know who's loving this film? Is it adults? No, it's kids. It's a tolerant. It's a horror that kids can tolerate. It's a horror for kids. Because, there's dinosaurs going around and they eat a couple of people, and for a kid, it might be like, jeez. But for all of that, for all of seeing stupid dinosaurs and stupid people making stupid decisions, and yes, you can bundle Ironheart into that. I just completed this week
my annual watching of the Lord of the Rings extended edition trilogy. It is manna for the soul. It is ambrosia for the brain. I actually think as well, this watching, and I've seen it, I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times I've seen this. It's the extended edition or it's no edition. So Return of the King is like 4.5 hours long. I think this viewing was the most emotional that I've felt at the end. At the end, and I'm not talking about when they're just about to sail off to Valinor, or I'm talking about when Sam and Frodo are still climbing up Mount Doom. I'm like, I'm feeling things. I'm feeling things that I didn't know I could feel. Emotions. I'm feeling and I'm looking at Sam and I'm just like, Sam, I, sir, salute you, sir. I can't carry your burden, Mr. Frodo, but I can carry you. And then I think to myself, I've got to watch a black woman having a fight in a burger restaurant tomorrow. And I've got to try and not turn that into a racist joke. And yet here we are. As if you've got a Cineworld near you. They're showing all 3 Lord of the Rings extended editions as part of the unlimited celebration. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do I have a Cineworld near me? No. I do have a showcase. Well, that's in Leeds. So it's a bit of a journey. It's a bit of a journey, but it's the nicest place that you're gonna go, Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in an Odeon or something like that. Cramped seats, cramped leg room. Theater smells like 80-year-old man's jizz. But maybe I just try and source one out. Hey, Google. Oh, no, don't do that. My phone will go off. What is it you'd like to do? Where's the nearest Cineworld to me? Chat. Since we started off the stream with some... Well, how do I know what an 80-year-old man's jizz smells like? Well, I had a wank this morning. Shit. Okay, so I decided that there's a new little thing that I'm gonna collect. Okay? There's a new little thing that I'm gonna collect. I have decided that I'm gonna collect the McFarlane Toys
Batman the Animated Series figures. Okay. I loved collecting the DC Direct ones. I think the Batman the Animated Series figures from DC Direct were some of the greatest figures created, greatest toys, because they're literal toys. And I do like the McFarlane stuff, and I do have a little collection of pretty much just Batman related McFarlane stuff. But I thought, you know what? I'm really liking their idea of the Batman the Animated Series, because it's essentially exactly the same molds as the DC Direct ones, but they're kind of cell shaded. They've kind of got like cell shading on the actual figure itself. So I ordered a couple from Amazon. I ordered 6, I think, from Amazon, and I'd picked up a couple in various retail shops. And yesterday, I had 4 arrive yesterday. I had Batgirl, I had Batman, but with the red, we'll see, you'll see. And then I had who else did I have? I had Two-Face arrive yesterday, and something else, right? I just want to show you how Amazon in 2025, in the year of our Lord 2025, in the 6th of July 2025, I just want to show you what Amazon thinks is acceptable to ship. Okay, so this is the Batgirl, right? So here's the Batgirl, right? So it's okay. There's a little bit of a ding up here. It's okay, yeah. Oh no, it's just massively, it's just ripped, completely ripped on the back. It's just ripped. Apparently that's fine, right? Here's one of the Batman I've got. It's dinged up on the side. It's dinged up on the top. It's dinged up here. It's dinged up. It's dinged up all down there. It's not in great nick. Oh, let's turn it over. Oh, and it's also just ripped to fuck. It's also just ripped to fuck. Apparently, that's acceptable by Amazon. And yes, by the way, yes, I have requested replacements. They can't replace the Batman, so I'm just getting a refund for that. And the replacement Batgirl is going to be here on Monday. However, let's see what condition it's in. So only 2 of the 4 that I ordered, only 2 arrived in what I would call an acceptable condition. Just consume as, right? Here's your shit. Not cheap, them. Thank you very much. So that's my little tantrum for the day, by the way. That's my little tantrum. But honestly, right, I know sometimes when you order stuff from Amazon, it comes dinked, a little bit dinked, which I don't think is acceptable. I'll get onto that. I'll talk about that in a second, Cole Hauser. I don't think that's acceptable. But to have it in that, somebody decided, yeah, we'll pack that. Yeah, it's torn, ripped. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just send it to this guy. This guy's just ordered 4. Yeah, clearly, you know, we're putting them all in the same box. Clearly, this is an accept. Did you get a non-return refund? Yeah, the one that I can't return. Well, no, I have to return them both, but there's an area that I can return them at. I don't have to package them back up. I literally just have to take them to the drop-off point, and I've got a barcode for both. And they just scan it, take it off my hands. They package it up. They send it back. And then, right, because I'm not at my house at the minute, I'd actually ordered a couple to go to my house. And I realized that I'd made a little bit of a mistake because I ordered the same figure to go to both my house and both here. And I was like, oh, I'll cancel one off. And then I thought, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's just see how it arrives. Let's just see what condition it arrives in. Because that too might just be going back. But okay, right. I'm saying to myself, I don't know, because you know, we're fucking autists here, yeah. We're all mega autists, and I think that's great. By the way, that isn't an insult. I think that's great. And I'm thinking to myself, was this picked in that condition? Or did the people picking it do that? Because you just don't know anymore, do you? You just don't know. So was it picked in that condition, or did the person picking it just be like, fucking rip, fuck this, yeah? Because that's not organic. That's not organic. You know, something doesn't just tear organically like that. That has been ripped, purposely ripped by somebody. Anyway, I know. Do you know what? The amount of times I've had dinged up boxes for Amazon, a little bit of a shame on me. A little bit of a shame on me for even entrusting Amazon to deliver something that isn't going to be torn fucking open. I remember a few years ago when I was, and when I say a few years ago, we're talking what, 7, 8 years ago, when let's just say I was a little bit kinder on my feelings towards Star Wars. I think we'd just had The Force Awakens come out and Rogue One. I think that's what had come out. So I was still, I was still picking up some Black Series stuff or things like that. And I remember, because one of my favorite vehicles in Star Wars is actually the Snowspeeder. I love the Snowspeeder. And I still have my original Snowspeeder from when I was a kid, and it's complete. It's played to death, but it's complete. It has both of the guns at the front. It has the harpoon. It has the canopy. Has the thrusters at the back. I've got it complete. So I just love the Snowspeeder. So it's one of my favorite vehicles. So when Black Series announced that they were doing a Snowspeeder, I was like, great. Oh, this is awesome. And it was up on Amazon. I was like, oh, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy that Black Series Snowspeeder. That's going to be awesome. Going to keep it in its box. I'm going to place it somewhere. It's going to be lovely. So I order it. And when it arrives, is it packaged? No. It's literally the Black Series Snow Speeder box, and they just fucking whacked the sticker on the front and shipped it off. So it arrived with the big fucking sticker all over the fucking thing, which, by the way, if you try and peel off, will just rip the fucking box to shreds. And the whole thing's like kicked to fuck because it wasn't. I'm like, this is your own fault, silly Billy, as silly Billy Willy. It's done on purpose. I think sometimes it is. I think it depends on who you get, but I think sometimes people just like, fuck it. Oh, I get paid enough for this shit. And I'm like, okay, but you are getting paid. You are getting paid. It's not like you have no job and you're stuck on your ass and you got no money coming in and you can't get food and you can't feed and you can't clothe. You are getting paid. It's not my fucking fault, mate. Because I do take it personally, of course. Absolutely personally. Anyway, I thought today, because I don't know if you're aware of this, folks, but Ironheart is getting glowing reviews over on Rotten Tomatoes. In actual fact, if we have a look at season 1, and by the way, the only season it'll ever fucking get. Hold on, let me just engage my ad block for this site. There you go. Engage ad block. So I don't know if you look at it. It's got an 86%. 86% from critics. Certified fresh. 51% from the audience. By the way, chat, can you remember a few years ago during the Jodie Whittaker run of Doctor Who? There was a point where Doctor Who had a 0% audience score. But one thing that you should heed, is only 98 people dared review it. Only 98. Top critics giving it 60%. So top critics giving it 60, audience 51, all critics 86. Ladies and gentlemen, Ironheart is being review bombed. It's being review love bombed. Because believe all top critics. Anyway, what I thought would be interesting is seeing how Saints and Sinners is performing. And we'll come back to this. No, I'll tell you what I think is interesting is I thought let's not just see the scores, but in their little blurb, it actually says full review, and it has a hyperlink to the review. We are going to look at some of the reviews, which I think are big fat lies, because having read like the little blurbs for a lot of the people that given it huge positives, I'm convinced they haven't watched the show. I'm utterly convinced they haven't watched the show. But before we do that, we are going to have a look at Saints and Sinners, because this week Saints and Sinners went past 10,000 books sold. 10,000. We're at 10,278 at the minute. And we're chasing after Yaira 2. We're chasing after Yaira 2. Yaira 2 sold 10,800 and something. So we're chasing down Yaira 2 as the third most sold book in the Ripperverse this year. And then, because I think we're going to do that. Sorry, Soskers. But I mean, the Soskers do a story in Saints and Sinners. So I mean, it's kind of, they're doing okay. And then we'll be setting our sights to Isom 3, which sold 11,300 and something copies, which again, I think we're going to beat. And then it would be turning our eye to the Horseman #1, which sold 12,000 and something. I don't know exactly how many. I have it, but I think it's like 12,100 or 12,300 and something. So can Saints and Sinners, because there's still just under 2 weeks left, can Saints and Sinners become the biggest selling Ripperverse book of 2025 so far? I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance. And if you haven't backed it, I've pinned the comment. Lovely lady Erin's been posting the link as well. But I've pinned the link to the campaign in the chat. And also, if you're watching this later, it is in the description box down below. Barry, we don't. I'm going to ask Eric. I'm going to ask Eric on ripping the silverback this week. See what the scores on the doors were. When the campaign opened, so this is a long time ago. When the campaign opened, the best-selling cover at that time was mine. Was cover A. Cover A all the way, baby. And then the second, but there was only like 2 or 5 between that and the cover E, which is the anthology cover. So who knows? Who knows? A lot of time has passed since then. A lot of books have been sold since then. And yes, and of course we do have the hardcover out as well now. And I think a lot of people will be picking up the hardcover too. But yes. Oof, 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 oof. Oh, and the document cards, by the way. Document cards. Yeah, they might have like a big fucking character from me in that. I'm just saying. I can't say anymore. I can't say anymore. You're gonna have to read this story. But with only we just under got 12 days, 14 hours left. Chat, I'm so excited for the campaign to end. I'm so excited for the campaign to get fulfilled. And I cannot wait for you guys and girls' feedback. And I'm also going to be looking forward to not just the closeout stream, but the spoiler stream. The spoiler stream. Well, we can discuss what actually went down. So if you are so inclined and would like to support the campaign, again, linked at the top, pinned in the comments at the top, and also the link for it is in the description box down below.
down below.
It was really fun writing this, Ryan. I had a lot of fun writing this. It was a wonderful experience. It was wonderful to be asked. Will not be on digital. This Ripperverse books are not on digital. They're physical copies only. Physical copies only, and they do ship to a lot of countries. So if you are living in a different country and you're not sure whether or not it ships to your country, you can just at the Ripperverse people online, and they will tell you whether or not it ships to your country. But it was really cool to get an email. Got an email from the Soskas, and they said, "Would you be interested? We're doing a campaign. Would you be interested in writing a short story for an anthology book that we're doing?" And I was just like, "Yep, I'll do that." Chin chin. Yeah, the international prices have gone down a lot. Have gone down a lot considering what they were. And there's also the Ripper stash as well. So you can actually build up a bunch of books before having them shipped. If it works out more cost effective for you, particularly if you live abroad. But it was great. And then they said, you know, you can either create brand new characters, or you can take an existing Ripperverse character or characters. And so mine's a mix. I've got Ingrid. I picked Ingrid Valdez immediately because I really like Ingrid. I think there's a lot of potential for Ingrid as a character. So I picked Ingrid immediately. There are new characters in this story, and well, let's just say there might be some sneaky, cheeky, peeky Ripperverse characters in there as well. And you got to cram this all in to 15 pages only to try and make a cohesive, coherent story in 15 pages. And that was a great challenge. So big credit to the Soska sisters, because they did give us a lot of great feedback, a lot of ideas in terms of how you format stuff, and because this is my first comic that I'm writing. So they gave me some good advice on how how to format stuff, how to prepare stuff, and all that kind of jazz. So that really helped me get the story that I want to do. And I mean, I can say this. I don't think I'm breaking. I'm pretty sure I'm not breaking any NDAs with this one. But a couple of days ago, I've seen the whole complete thing now. A couple of days ago, I've seen the whole complete thing in terms of I've seen it all inked, colored, and everything, and I've seen it with all the word bubbles now, with all the lettering done. So I have seen the completed article for my story, and it's crazy to St. Louis will get on to you, sir, when we do the supers, but I just want to give a fucking huge thank you for dropping that bomb. Sorry, just pouring myself a drink. We'll get to that, but thank you, St. Louis. Pouring myself a little drinky poo. Got to keep the old throat lubricated. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, so I have seen what you have not seen, chat. I have seen what you have not seen, and I gotta say, I'm blown away. I got to give huge credit to Diogenes Neves, who drew my book. He was an absolute pleasure to work with. his layouts were. I am so proud of the layout of this book, because I would just do it in a basic. We provide like basic information to the artist. Like I did a storyboard of how I want it to kind of look, of course, and then the artist takes that and they do their rendition, and you also just kind of like have how you're laying out the page. So I want 3 panels, 3 panels, 3 panels, or whatever it is on that page, and then 2 panels, and then 1 large panel, then 3 and then the way that Diogenes has taken sort of the breakdown of that and just formatted it and created the layout of the page. It's so different, it's so different. It's so dynamic. It's great. So massive thank you to Diogenes for that. The coloring, I'm blown away at how good the coloring is. I can't say stuff because spoilers to the story, but let's just say there's a whole kind of vibe going on at a point in the story, and the coloring has just perfectly encapsulated that. And yeah, so the coloring, getting the coloring back and just seeing it, you're just like, wow. And then the lettering, of course, is just the chef's kiss. It's just the chef's kiss on top. So very excited for you guys to read it. And who knows? I think I got a bit of hay fever today. This eye won't stop weeping. Maybe I'm just over emotional. Maybe I'm going through no, it's not the Ponfar. What's the Vulcan senility thing? Maybe I'm going through that, and I can't keep my emotions in check. Yeah, I think I got little bit. Maybe I'm just so emotional from writing this book. But yeah, cannot wait. And I think what I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking forward to the closeout stream. I'm looking forward to the spoiler stream. But I think most of all, and I say this with no disrespect to anybody else whatsoever, but I think most of all, I'm looking forward to the afternoon tea with Az episode where it's just you and me. And I can just discuss the book with you guys directly on that stream for those of you who picked it up. And yeah, I think that's going to be my favorite stream. Jurassic World made me tear up. It was so emotional. Hey Noons, how you doing, sweetie pie? Boobies. Speaking of Noons. So yeah, massive thank you. So again, if you want to support Saints and Sinners, it's pinned in the comment section above. And also, if you're watching this later on, the link to the campaign is in the description box down below. And I'm just one. Remember, there's stories from myself, Mola, who's also making his writing debut, Drunk 3PO, Critical Drinker, Soska Sisters, Eric himself. 6 stories in this book. So there you go. Woo, I'm excited, chat. I'm excited. Right, let's get back to Retard Williams. And let's investigate the mystery, chat. The mystery of the 86% Rotten Tomato score. So let's go and click on to No, I'm not. No, I won't. 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 No. No. Shutting down your site. Shutting down your site. I refuse. Rotten Tomatoes, you are a piece of dog shit website, and we only utilize you to laugh at you. I will not proceed. Boom. Got him. Got him. Got him. I managed to get the proceed without. I managed to keep going it and got a proceed without. So, Adam Ollinger from YouTube. This guy's got to be an alt-right Nazi because he's given it a splat. Ironheart is the least iconic show I've ever wasted my time watching. I'm sick of racism. Can we end racism today, chat? Live on stream. Can we end racism live on stream today, please? It's thankfully only 6 episodes, but it was an endurance test to sit through. Try to sit through it twice. It's a narrative mess with an unlikable lead and a premise so stupid it's perfect for Disney Plus. Wow. Aaron Halls from that shelf. Ironheart is another. Because there are multiple, chat. Example of Marvel returning to what it does best. Telling character-driven stories. Okay. Across its 6 episodes, it centers entirely on Riri Williams. Well, for the most part, I mean, it is called fucking Ironheart. Anyway, by the end, you'll want to follow her into whatever adventure comes next. Aaron, we're clicking on you because I don't think you fucking watched the show, mate. Because Riri is a nasty, horrible twat. So this is what I thought we'd do. We're going to go and actually have a look at the review. Let's see how they he gave it a fresh tomato. So I don't think it's meant to be sarcasm. I don't think he's meant to be taking the piss. No. Ironheart review. Successfully building a character behind the suit. What? Yeah, get rid of the word successfully. Building a character behind the suit, which in itself is a little bit of a stretch, but she's a criminal. She's a criminal, Aaron. She's a criminal. He did 4 years at MIT for free on a Stark scholarship, which was very lucrative. They even created a course specifically for Riri Williams. He also did her internship in Wakanda. He came back. He blew up the lab. She sold tech and ideas and plagiarized papers from MIT to surrounding schools and universities for money, even though she had the Stark scholarship, which would be very, very lucrative. Certainly lucrative to the point where she did have a functioning suit where she stole the MIT. The first thing she does when she gets booted out of MIT from this free ride, the first thing she does, Aaron, is turn to crime. Do you not find anything exceedingly demeaning about that, Aaron? Do you not? Okay. Is it just par for the course? Okay. Iconic, more like convict. Yeah. Much like its titular heroine's high-tech and armored suit, Marvel Television's Ironheart is solid in its craftsmanship. The suit's made out of a car. Aaron, you didn't watch the show. The suit is made out of a fucking car. Somebody could shoot her with a bullet and she would die. He turns a literal car into the suit. Yeah. Iconic, more like ironic, right? With strong writing, nope. Terrible writing. Performances, nope. Terrible performances. And production design, the production design was decent in as much as they were given $150 fucking million to work with. Does it look like $150 million show? Oh, fuck no. But if you told me it was 2-3 million an episode, I'd be like, okay. 18-20 million for the whole thing. Okay. I could believe that. This is 150 fucking million. It's a scam. It's a fucking money laundering scam, Aaron. 6 episodes, 150 million. Aaron, do the maths. That's over $20 million an episode. It is a money laundering scam that Marvel have been more than happy to join in on. This 6-episode Disney Plus series smoothly carries the baton from Marvel Studios' character-focused flop. Flop. Massive. Fuck off. Massive flop. It looks like a fucking sperm whale. It could barely hit. Look, it could barely hit its fucking low ass projector. Flop. It's been in cinemas for fucking 64 fucking days. Flop. It's down to 70 theaters now in America. It had 180. This movie had $180 million budget. $180 million budget. This movie had to hit, and I think it had 100 million marketing movies. So this had to hit $460 million to break even. $460 million to break even. Again, I don't know how many times we have to reiterate this. You don't make movies to break even. You make movies to make profit. So this lost $80-odd million. It lost $80-odd million on $180 million budget. Why? Because the film was shit. And there was a lot of gaslighting on social media. Oh, this film's so important. It's about mental health. It's about mental. Oh, fuck off. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody turned up for a Marvel movie to be lectured on fucking mental health by a bunch of twats. The story was crap. The characters are crap. Who gives a fuck about Marvel's Yelena? No one. Who gives a shyster about Ghost? No one. Nobody knows who Sentry is or John Walker is. Never mind, probably half the people don't even know who Bucky is. Although he's not Bucky anymore. He's not the Winter Soldier anymore. I don't even know what the fuck he is now. Crapola, sir. Crapola. It feels like a continuation of Marvel getting back to what made audiences connect with their stories in the first place. Building characters that viewers want to root for. Aaron, sweetheart. You look you got a lovely smile. You know, it's a very nice Aaron. How the fuck can you say that when the movies are tanking? Do you know what that means when movies are tanking, Aaron? It means that the audience are not connecting with what's going on. They're not. They don't care. They've given up, Aaron. They've given up a long time ago because Marvel stopped being fun. It stopped being for everybody. And it started lecturing and it started emasculating its men. And it just made a bunch of bitch women that they thought was strong women. No, they're just a bunch of twats, just a bunch of bitches with no personality, no journey, no story, no character. I'm great. My journey. Everyone else realize how great I am. Wow, you are the greatest all along, right? Every fucking film. Unbelievable. Echoing most other Marvel Cinematic streaming series, Ironheart takes a character from a previous MCU film and gives them a more in-depth spotlight. I agree with that. I mean, they give us more time with her. Does that mean it's better? Nope. Here, our central character is Retarded Williams, who first appeared in 2022's Wakanda Forever. In that film, she debuted as a young MIT inventor and tech genius who immediately turns to a life of crime when they cut her funding off. After 4 years of her doing fucking nothing. Who created a high-tech suit similar to Iron Man's? Okay, so it's already been done. Gotcha. So you've admitted, okay, copying Iron Man. Yeah, okay. Couldn't even get an arc reactor going, by the way. Couldn't. Riri Williams' suit is solar and wind powered. If solar and wind power could power the suit, that would be the biggest breakthrough in energy the world has ever known. And Riri Williams would be the richest person on planet Earth. Because she's managed to harness the power of the sun, even though she tried to charge it up at night and it's solar powered. Don't even get into that chat. if she can generate that much power from wind power and sun to fuel this whole fucking suit, which is firing her pulses and all kinds of shit, multi-billionaire. But again, as the title of my last review goes, why make billions, or in this case trillions, when you can steal thousands? Why make billions when you can steal thousands?
Ay.
The series takes place after Riri's adventures in Wakanda Forever. Do you notice, by the way, do you notice how he said absolutely fucking nothing in near 3 paragraphs? Just saying. Black girl magic. This series takes place after Riri's adventure in Wakanda Forever. She finds herself driven. No. Aaron, sweetheart, your cheeky little smile. It is melting my cold exterior, right, Aaron? But Aaron, stop telling lies. Nobody likes a Mr. Fibby. Nobody likes a Mr. Fibby foo, okay? So come on, Aaron, come with me now, and we're going to sort this little lie out, okay? The series takes place after Riri's adventure in Wakanda Forever. She finds herself driven to build a new cutting-edge suit. No. She was expelled from MIT and had her funding cut off. She then stole the iron suit that she'd been working on at MIT. She stole it and flew to Chicago with the stolen MIT AI still attached to it. So Aaron, Mr. Fibby, she was not driven to build a new suit. She stole the suit because she was expelled. But you don't want to put that because you know it's not a good look, is it? It's not a good look for a hero, Aaron, to be expelled from MIT, where they've been for 4 years, for free. She wasn't driven, Aaron. Shame on you, sir. Sir, shame on you, naughty boy. But I still love your smile. I love your smile. Do 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 do. He knows. Aaron knows. After an incident at MIT, she blew up the lab. She blew up the lab and broke a guy's arm. At least broke a single guy's arm. Because she doesn't know how to fucking use the genius. The genius doesn't know how to use electricity. He returns home to Chicago, suit in tow. Aaron. My patience is wearing thin. I can tolerate a little bit of cheeky choo-choo for a limited amount of time, but out and out lying, Aaron, I cannot tolerate it for long. My bullshit detector goes, The suit wasn't in tow, Aaron. She stole it. And you know she stole it, Aaron. But you know that if you put, she stole the suit, it's not a good look for a hero, is it? It's not a good look when the hero of the story has a free ride for 4 years, gets an internship at Wakanda, has everything at her fingertips that she could possibly need, isn't able to succeed in those 4 years, blows up the lab, breaks the campus rules multiple times. And by the way, it's probably illegal if we looked into the legality of plagiarism and selling completed projects to other universities. I'm pretty sure that you'll find that that's illegal and subject to prosecution. Then, just to cap it all off, Aaron, when she leaves, she steals the suit. Some fucking retarded student going, it's her grant money. It's her suit. No, that's not how grant money works. Everybody knows that. We're not stupid. Aaron, stop making excuses for poopy pants people. I didn't want to shout at you, Aaron. I didn't want to shout at you, but you're forcing my hand at the minute. Okay? I still want to be friends. I still want to grab a latte, cappuccino with you. Look at your beautiful smile. But you got to stop lying. You got to stop lying. Where she reconnects with friends and family. While struggling to find the financial and technical resources to continue her work. Aaron, you're pissing me off, Aaron. Aaron, she did not struggle. She did not struggle to find the financial and technical resources to continue her work. She didn't even look for a job. She didn't even look for a job. She tried to get a bunch of stuff for free off a kind-hearted guy who, when she was a little child, used to give her free stuff to tinker with. But when she takes a whole load of shit and then tries to get it for free from him and realizes that she's not going to be able to, the criminal, by the way, she's not approached by Parker Robbins. She's not approached by Parker Robbins. She's approached by John, his cousin. Aaron, did you even see the show? Aaron, I'm beginning to think that you didn't watch the show. Oh. So after not being able to get free shit, the criminals pay for it. John, not Parker, because it's John that approaches her. And then he offers her a job in a life of crime, and she immediately accepts because she's a criminal. Aaron, she's a criminal. This is who she is. She's a naughty, naughty criminal. And I feel that one either didn't watch the show, Aaron, or one had it on 2 times speed while making themselves some ramen noodles. A charismatic, by the way, this review, by the way, is actually reading like a Cliff Notes thing that somebody's given about the show. This is the Marvel press release on Ironheart, and it's about That's all it reads as so far. It just feels like Aaron has just put the press release into it as the review. The structure of Ironheart is smart, satisfying, and cohesive. How? He hasn't watched it. He hasn't watched it. I want to see if he says anything specific. Should we see if there's anything specifically said here? It's smart, satisfying, and cohesive. Is it? It doesn't. No, it's not at all. Even objectively, it's fucking not. Chinaka Hodge serves as head writer and exclusive producer. with episodes directed by Sam Bailey and Angela Barnes. Setting the story in Chicago allows us to see Riri outside of world-threatening adventures. It's Chicago. They're killing each other. And the result is a deeper understanding of who she is. This is... Aaron, you didn't watch the show, did you, Aaron? Aaron, you didn't watch it, did you, mate? There's nothing, there's no specifics. This is a review. There's no specifics. Through her interactions with family and friends, the show gives viewers a grounded, emotional, resonant experience. How? Example, please. No. The dialogue feels lived in and authentic. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No. No. You'll get your typical young person ebonics, but everyone else sounds like a fucking retard. Particularly Mr. Whitey, you know, because white people, fuck them. Everyone else is fucking just comes across like a fucking retard. Yeah. These everyday people just happen to live in a world where Thor and Cap. Aaron, you're not saying anything, Aaron. You're procrastinating, Aaron. You didn't watch the show, did you, Aaron? This series feels very standalone for the MCU. Why? They're constantly referencing Iron Man. Aside from a few passing references to previous events and characters. So it doesn't. Okay, so you just contradicted yourself. Viewers who haven't seen earlier MCU... Aaron, you're not saying anything, Aaron. You didn't watch the fucking show. Did you, Aaron? Viewers who haven't seen earlier MCU titles won't feel lost. Ironheart catches everyone up and Have you just realized what you wrote? Can we just go back to the previous sentence? This series feels very standalone for the MCU, aside from a few passing references. Ironheart catches everyone up and focuses on Riri's personal journey. To viewers who haven't seen earlier MCU titles or won't feel lost. How can viewers who haven't seen MCU titles won't feel lost when you said this feels very standalone aside from a few passing references? Aaron, I don't think you and me can be friends. And I'll tell you why, Aaron. Because I know you're probably sad. You see, Aaron, I don't like disingenuous people in my life. I don't like liars. I like authenticity, Ryan. That's who I like. I like authenticity. I like people who are real. Yeah? Regardless of whether or not because nobody ever agrees with everybody 100% of the time. So there's no problem. Me and my best mate, we argue all the fucking time about bollocks. But he's a good man. He's a good friend. He's a good man. And that's why he's a friend. Aaron, you are a liar. You are a disingenuous liar. And I don't think you even saw the show. You haven't given a specific example of anything that you've tried to say. All of this is just wishy-washy bollocks. It's procrastination. But I guess working as intended, eh? You contradict yourself within 2 fucking sentences. And then he ends it with, however, longtime MCU fans will still find exciting narrative threads worth noting. Even though it feels very standalone aside from a few passing references. Jesus Christ. The Kugler influence is unmistakable. A worthy successor to... Oh my God, it's nearly over. Fans of Kugler style, as seen in this year's Sinners, will find much to appreciate here. Kugler's production company, Proximity Media, co-produced the show with Marvel TV. He serves as an EP. Although Kugler isn't directly involved in writing or directing, his creative DNA... You're not saying anything, Aaron. Your review's over. What the fuck? This is a review. It's a review from a person who didn't even watch the fucking show. You didn't even watch the fucking show, Aaron. Aaron, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a fucking disingenuous little prick. And you're smiling because you just got paid $25 from that shelf. And he didn't even watch the fucking show. Creative DNA. Shut your fucking cake-o. Together, these elements build a Chicago that feels tangible and authentic. What does that mean? I mean, yeah, we know what tangible and authentic means, but what's that even mean? Specify how, why. How does that relate to Ironheart? You didn't watch the show. Making the emotional stakes of the story even more compelling. The show's got nothing to do with fucking Chicago, you dipshit. None of Chicago pays any mind in this whatsoever, apart from it's set in Chicago. It's like saying the real Bieber, Afternoon Tea with Az was set in his office, in his place with Chat's mum, which gives it a very tangible, unauthentic, and makes the emotional stakes of the stream even more. It means fucking nothing. Aaron, you're not a very good person, Aaron. A worthy successor to Iron Man. Ironheart is another example of Marvel returning to what it does best, telling character-driven stories. You haven't given any example of anything. Across its 6 episodes, it doesn't dwell on the MCU's past or tease its future. You are saying nothing. And again, contradicting yourself from this fucking gobbledygook of a fucking paragraph. Instead, it centers entirely on Riri and her personal world. No. It also deals with the Hood and John. Thorne is excellent in the role. No, she's the... There are 3 black women of a similar age in this show. And unfortunately, no disrespect to Dominique, but because I think the director has a lot to be accountable for when it comes to a performance. But Dominique was I would say, the least qualified person to play Riri. And the actress that played Natalie and the actress that played the girl in the magic shop, both of them came across as way more capable of playing Riri Williams and would have probably come across as way more likable, but that's by the by. Thorne is an excellent in the role, portraying Riri as a fully realized young woman who's not only brilliant. No, she's not. She's fucking retarded. She makes some of the worst decisions I've ever seen in a fucking adult. But also vulnerable, battling anxiety. Do you know why she's battling anxiety? Because she let somebody die on purpose to save her own skin. And she had a panic attack because she feels that she might actually become accountable for that person's death. This isn't somebody that has fucking anxiety just because. It's not somebody that's battling their own personal demons because. It's somebody that's committed a shitload of crime, murdered a guy, been privy to murder, mass murder, and thinks by letting a person die, making a conscious decision to let a man die, it's going to literally allow her to get away with murder. That's why she has anxiety, because she feels like she's gonna get fucking caught. And she does immediately, because Mephisto shows Parker Ironheart leaving his cousin to die. Oh my God. In that way, she feels like a worthy successor to shut your fucking stupid fucking mouth. Aaron, you're a fucking bellend. You didn't watch the show. You didn't watch the fucking show at all. Tony had an arc. The guy was a fuck up. He was an arms dealer that didn't even contemplate the repercussions of that. And then when he realized he was getting blown up by his own fucking weaponry that were being sold to terrorists, because Obadiah Stane was selling to fucking everybody, terrorists, allies, doesn't fucking matter. Tony immediately got out of the fucking arms game, but he was a flawed man. He was drunk. He liked his women. He's a flawed individual, and he had to grow as a character. Even in Iron Man 3, when he issues the challenge to the terrorists, here, I live here, come fucking get me. And they did. Because his arrogance and his anger got the better of him, and he lost everything. He lost his house, his tech. He had to lose Pepper as well, because he didn't want her to get harmed. He realized that his rash actions nearly caused people that he loved to die. And so he went on a fucking journey. He fucking walked the earth to reconnect. This fucking bellend orders Uber Eats to a secret base because she's fucking retarded. I'm being hunted by the fucking Hood gang. They're after me for killing John. Oh, I know. I'm going to hide out in a secret fucking base nobody knows about. I'm going to call Uber fucking Eats. And apparently those two are the same because the internet's full of fucking mentally ill spastics. Riri Williams. Riri Williams is good. So Aaron didn't watch the fucking show. So we have a Rotten Tomatoes thumbs up from Aaron Halls of The Shelf, and he didn't even watch the fucking show. There was nothing in that review that in any capacity showed that he had watched a single fucking episode past the first 10 minutes. Past the first 10 minutes. By the way, sorry, Kolhauser. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one. Because it's 400 fucking quid, dude. It's 400. That's a lot of fucking do-re me, man. And I still haven't ordered mine yet, but I think I'm going to get one, but I'm sort of umming and ahhing on it because 400 quid for the Snowcat is way too much. And by the way, Kolhauser, I'm shipping your stuff on Monday, tomorrow. I'm shipping your thing on Monday. So I've got your addresses, but could you just send me your address again so it's just in the DM? Could you just send me your address again in the DM? So I've just got it there because I'm off to the post office tomorrow and I'm going to ship your stuff. I'm going to ship those two things that I got for you. So he get so yeah. So Aaron gave it a. Hold on. Was there an actual score? Let me just see if there was an actual. Did he give it an actual score, or did he just end it there? Nah, he just ended it. There's no score. He didn't watch it. He didn't watch it. Full of shit. So we've got Daniel Chin. Let's have a quick look. Despite all the factors working against it, the series, I actually agree, Daniel. The series did 100% work against everything. Is still an entertaining, if flawed edition. No, but it's not though, is it? It's not though, is it? At least, right? At least, I'm going through his review, right? And at least it looks like this guy fucking watched the show. He's making references to characters and events that happen. He's also saying certain things don't make sense. I might have looked at this review earlier, by the way. And so this guy, at least this guy watched the fucking show by the looks of it. Despite its many, this is his conclusion. Despite its many shortcomings, Ironheart is a solid candidate to be renewed for a second season. Daniel, it's not though, is it? Daniel, sweetie, it rotted on shelves for 2.5 years because it's so bad they didn't want to even fucking release it, but they had to. They stopped filming this nearly 3 fucking years ago. This is not getting renewed for a season 2. It's not even close to getting renewed for a season 2. Now, personally, I'd love that. And I'm a big supporter of a season 2 of this because ching. But it's not. Especially since the finale leaves its characters and stories unfinished. Yeah, dude. Pretty much every show leaves a cliffhanger in an effort to get a season fucking 2 or a renewal. If we get renewed, this is where the story's gonna go. Oh no, there's not a chance in fucking hell that this is getting a season 2. It will be difficult to include her in any future crossover projects. Yes, because she's a criminal. She's a criminal. Criminals aren't allowed in the Avengers. Well, apart from the fact that all the Thunderbolts are criminals. But apart from... No, criminals don't tend to get a job as an Avenger. At least not consciously. Anyway, I do believe that Daniel watched the show. Charles Pullman Moore gives it a yes, please. It's refreshing to see a younger actor given a chance to take up space within a long-running franchise. She was 26 years old when she finished filming. What? She was 20. She's nearly. No, sorry. She was 24. Hold on. No, he was 26. She's 28 now, dude. He was 26. What the fuck is younger? She was 26. Ironheart puts Riri Williams in an excellent position to become a larger part. How? Well, as a criminal, as a villain, maybe. I'm just scrolling through this review. Scrolling through this. Oh, here we go. Technically speaking, Riri isn't breaking any rules when she takes the armor that she's been building with her grant money. Yes, she is, you fucking retard. She is. Oh my god, fuck it. I am, dude. This is why we are in the position we're at, because fucking retards like fucking Charles here don't know shit from shit. When you're given a grant, it doesn't mean that what you create or do with that grant is fucking yours, you dipshit. When you have a grant in your university, any of the fucking IP that is created belongs to the fucking university. If you could do whatever the fuck you wanted with your grant money, just buy a fucking house. I mean, technically, they did nothing wrong with the grant money. I know that people are fucking dumb. You can put a fucking suit and tie on, Charles, but you're fucking dumb. But again, I don't think Charles believes what he's saying. I think it, again, is just stupidity to try and justify theft. Because once again, we have a character that is perpetuating really negative stereotypes. Here's your black Marvel hero. She gets fucking expelled from MIT for blowing up a fucking lab, for plagiarizing papers and creating tech and selling it to other, which again, breaking the law. And then the first thing she does when she gets expelled is join a gang and start stealing. It's really fucking negative stereotypes that they're perpetuating here. And this was written, produced, directed, and everything by black women. I didn't do it. Ryan fucking Kinnell didn't do it. This is black women that are perpetuating the fucking stereotypes. So you have to have people like Charles desperately try to run interference because he knows that these stupid fucking idiots are perpetuating every negative stereotype that we've been told we need to move away from. Fucking hell. I'm just looking. He just looks like he's watched the first 10 minutes of the show. No. He says nothing. He says nothing. He says about that in the first 10 minutes. And then everything else is vague. It's all vaguisms. It's all, Ironheart has a place in the MCU, blah, blah.
Babies.
Yeah, I would be, here we go. Here we go. Let's read this bit. Let's read this bit from his review. Okay, yeah, Bruce, let's jump here. Ironheart's more fantastical elements. Robin's leads a gang of Robin Hood-like misfits. No, they're not. No, they're not. Number one, we've gone through this many times. Robin Hood didn't just steal from the rich to give to the poor. That's not true. Robin Hood stole back what was stolen from the people. He stole back the unfair, heavy taxes that were levied on people by Prince John. He stole back items, things like that were taken from people as they had their lands taken, their properties seized. He stole back what was taken from them. He didn't just go, you're rich, they're not, stealing from you to give to them. That's not what happened. Moreover, this isn't a Robin Hood-like gang. They're just criminals. They make a moral decision to rob somebody, and then where do they give the money? Oh, they give it to themselves. They don't spread the wealth. They don't even try their fucking current day fucking Californian communism. No, they say that person's rich. We're going to steal from them for us. And that's what they do. This isn't a Robin Hood-like gang. This isn't even a mistaken Robin Hood type gang. They're just thieves. And they steal for personal gain. Oh, and that's that. Then he's just going, Ironheart isn't Thorne's MCU debut. Feels like a smart move. No, it's just nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. I don't think they saw the whole show. I don't think they saw the whole show. Again, I don't think they saw the show maybe past episode 1. I'm not even convinced they got the whole way through episode 1. Here's another beauty. Here's another beauty. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look at this one. Enemy. By the way, have you noticed that they're all using the same image? All these reviews are using the same this image, this same image. Why? Because it was an image given on the press release that they got. That's why. That's why they're all using the same image, because it was an image that was provided on the press release. Ironheart review, Tony Stark 2.0 is welcome addition to the next gen Avengers. Sorry? 4 stars, 8 out of 10. Fucking hell. Dominique Thorne plays Riri Williams, a young engineering prodigy, last seen helping out in 2022's Wakanda Forever. You notice how they all mention that? This is just press release regurgitation. Press release regurgitation. Her left field ideas saw her thrown out of the prestigious MIT. No, they didn't. This is a lie. This is another lie. Her blowing up the lab and her selling projects to other schools and universities is what saw her being thrown out of MIT, not her left field ideas. This is an out and out lie. You didn't watch the show. You just regurgitated the press release. Another person regurgitating the press release. These, by the way, I just want to stress, in case anybody here has forgotten, that in the not so distant past, Rotten Tomato reviewers were caught selling positive reviews for $50. They were given $50 to write a positive review. That's all it takes to buy somebody, to buy a critic on Rotten Tomatoes. $50. And you can easily see why when you read something like this, which is an out and out lie. Even he could love the show. She could love it. And it still wouldn't be an objective position. It's not because it was a fact. He was thrown out, expelled for blowing up a lab and causing damage, including somebody breaking their arm, and also selling projects, completed projects, plagiarism to other universities, which is also stressed, by the way, she's been doing for a long time, and they have been giving her warning after warning after warning. So this isn't even her first fucking warning. They have let everything go time and time again. Affirmative action, I guess. So this is just a lie. How much did you take $50 for this article? Who's this from? Victoria, did you take that $50? Is that all it took to buy you $50? Are you that cheap? I know hookers that'll suck a dick for more than 50 fucking bucks. Well, that's not true. I don't know any, but I'm guessing that there are some. Forcing her to return home with her Iron Man inspired suit that she stole. Desperate to emulate Tony Stark, but missing his billionaire upbringing, Riri falls in with a criminal gang. No, she doesn't. She does not. First of all, Tony Stark built the arc reactor in the cave with a box of scraps, as we've seen. In Iron Man 3, Tony Stark has lost everything. He's lost his apartment. He's lost his beautiful house. He's lost his beautiful house. He's lost his suits. He's lost everything. The suit that he manages to escape on is fucked. What does Tony do? Does he have access to his billions? What does he do? He goes to like a Home Depot and just buys a few things from Home Depot. I'd say no more than a couple of $1,000. That might be really pushing it. I'm trying to be fucking really generous. But he goes to like a Home Depot, probably buys about $2,000 worth of stuff and starts fucking going for it. Riri Williams has had 4 years of a Stark internship. A very, very profitable Stark internship that's allowed her to build that fucking suit. Because it's a different suit from the Black Panther one, which was fucking retarded, that one, but I'll just say. And she doesn't fall in with a criminal gang. She makes a conscious decision to join them. She says, no, I'm not going to join you. And then Parker gets out a wad of cash and goes, you can have this as a signing on fee. And because she's only motivated by money, because she's a greedy person, she takes it. She doesn't fall in with them. She makes a very conscious decision. So again, we don't have to proceed because we already know that Victoria is also a bought and paid for liar who can't even objectively do a review, regardless of whether she could say all the things and still say, and I still love the show. I still loved the show. I thought it was still... No. They've got to lie. And when somebody lies about the smallest things, the objectively small things, then it's a huge statement of intent as to exactly how their mind works and how they're bought and paid for. Eight out of 10, by the way. 8 out of 10. Ironheart is a refreshing new anti-hero, she goes on to say. She's not an anti-hero, she's a criminal. She's not saving the world from the hood. She's saving her own skin. She's not battling for the local community or for the little man. She's battling for herself because she lied, she stole, she killed, she extorted, she blackmailed, she kidnapped. Everything that she does in the show is for her. She's not an anti-hero. She's a criminal. She hasn't got a heroic bone in her fucking tiny little body. So let's just now we know exactly where we are with these liars. Like I said, you can like it. If you want to like it, that's your prerogative. There's no accounting for taste. But that's your prerogative. But when you start lying, which is a weird thing to do because you're just literally reporting what the show does. So when you start lying about what the show actually does, well, I mean, to me, that says that you've been bought and paid for. You're specifically lying because you know that if you told the truth, the optics aren't looking so good. She also gets Ezekiel imprisoned. In the episode I just reviewed, she goes to visit him in prison and says, I'm going to get you out of prison. A, she doesn't. And B, when she leaves the prison, he never does anything to even attempt to get Ezekiel out of prison. He never does anything. So she was literally doing what she does all the time, which is go to prison and try to manipulate Ezekiel. And it doesn't work. And then she leaves the prison and doesn't try a single solitary thing to get him released. Nothing. It's actually Parker that breaks him out of prison. And Parker's motivation to him is, I'll break you out of prison if you want to take a shot at Riri. And he's like, yeah, because she's a little cunt person, Wonderful, wonderful person. Let's just give the basic thumbs up errors. 3 out of 5, 6 out of 10 thumbs up. 6 out of 10 thumbs up. I do like 6 out of 10 thumbs up, by the way. Ironheart fares better with the human element of the story. Well, no, because I would arguably say the best element of the story is the fucking AI. Though perhaps human isn't the right word, given the series' most rewarding scenes involves Riri's slightly uncanny friendship with Natalie. Yes, who's the AI? A minus. A minus. All Nerds podcast. 2 people, same podcast, giving 2 scores. Okay. Ironheart is not a show that you are going to want to wait to watch. You know what's really weird about that line, okay, is the guy's trying to hype. And he's fine to do so. He's trying to hype Ironheart. You are not going to want to sit on this show. You're going to want to watch this ASAP on a show that Marvel lets sit on a shelf for over 2.5 years because they didn't want to release it. You're going to not want to sit on this, even though Marvel sat on it for over 2.5 years because they didn't want to release this shit. It's been edited and edited and edited to death. And this, I think people are fine to sit on this. Just saying. There's so much at stake with this series within MCU. Now, truth be told, I clicked onto their review, and it's a podcast. It's a 35-minute podcast, and I had no intention of listening to their 35-minute podcast. But I had to click on because I'm so confused by this. There's so much at stake. What? What's at stake? The only thing that is at stake is Riri and the consequences of her own actions coming back to bite her. That's it. There's no stake for Chicago. It's not like the hood's going to blow up Chicago. There's no stake for the world, the universe, for Wakanda, whatever you. Yeah, exactly. The only thing that's at stake is Riri's fucking bullshit. So I'm very confused by this. The writing is excellent. It's hot garbage, and it's an incredible introduction vehicle for Riri. It sat on a shelf for 2.5 years because they daren't release it. And having watched it, I can see why. Now, let's see what his co-host says. Ironheart is the most important show on Marvel, important show to Marvel on Disney Plus, and to the entirety of the MCU since WandaVision, and perhaps ever. I could say it, chap, but I'm just gonna pose this to you. Do you know why she probably thinks that? Why do you think she probably thinks that? I know I have an idea of why she probably thinks that, but can you guess why she thinks it's the most important show to Disney, perhaps ever? Exactly. Let's just say it. Because she's black. Because Riri is black, and there are black characters predominantly in the show. So that is what makes it, to her, the most important thing ever. So, Tatiana, I would say to you, if you feel that this is the most important thing due to the superficial characteristic of skin color, what would your response be to Marvel, who let this rot on the shelf for over 2.5 years because they daren't release it? Is Marvel racist? Tatiana? Is Marvel racist? I bet somehow in Tatiana's mind, the racist would be me or some other white person that is critical of the show because it's objectively dog shit. And it's not dog shit because of the color of anybody's skin. It's dog shit because it's objectively dog shit. because Marvel don't know what a hero is anymore. They don't know how to make a hero. They have no idea about actual sacrifice and selflessness. And it's because things like this are written by villains. They're written by people who haven't earned their position and most likely been presented that position due to superficial characteristics. And that's what really gets under their skin, is the fact that they know they didn't earn it. And so the gaslighting has to begin. By the way, Spinwood, I see you. We'll get onto the supers shortly, but I see you and thank you so much, dude. I'll get to you, bud. My Canadian brethradian. Fernanda from Common Sense. Oh my god. Oh, it's pretty ironic when you call yourself Common Sense Media. Oh, I need to read. Oh, let's read something. This is okay. This is from Common Sense Media. Okay. Oh, let's switch here. Let's read this together. Parents need to know. Parents need to know. Parents need to know that Ironheart, produced by Black Panther director Ryan Coogler, he had no involvement at all, is a poignant coming-of-age series set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Lead character Riri Williams, a tech genius who builds herself an iron suit after losing her stepdad and best friend, was introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But you don't need to have seen it or other MCU movies to follow the story. The show explores themes of grief, that's correct, and loss, that's correct, as Riri learns to process her pain. Emotional scenes include flashbacks to a drive-by shooting, bit stereotypical, as well as panic attacks. This is correct. The series also addresses social disparity and barriers to opportunity. No. No, it does not. It does not. And that is incorrect at best, disingenuous at worst. This does not deal with social disparity in the slightest. If anything, this deals with entitlement. Because Riri thinks she's entitled to everything. She thinks she's entitled to the suit that she made with Tony Stark's money for free that she takes. She thinks she's entitled to money that she hasn't earned. She thinks she's entitled to the guy's parts at the junkyard that she doesn't want to pay for. She thinks she's entitled to everything. And because of that entitlement, she chooses with her own agency a life of crime. This is not a show that deals with social disparity and barriers to opportunity, because Riri Williams had a 4-year stint at MIT on Tony Stark's money. She had an internship, inverted commas, because they pretty much kidnapped her, with Wakanda, and all the tech and all the utility that she had access to there. MIT specifically tailored a course for her. You couldn't have anyone that had a better opportunity to succeed than Riri. And when she didn't, and when she was kicked out of school due to her own actions, she felt she was entitled to other people's money, and she lied, cheated, extorted, blackmailed, kidnapped, and killed for it. So no, I reject this statement as a falsehood. Characters from diverse backgrounds, they're not when everybody's black, they're not diverse. Right? Diversity doesn't mean non-white. I know in leftism language, diversity means non-white, but in reality, in the world, to common sense, to people with fucking brain cells, diversity doesn't mean one color. Korea isn't fucking diverse. Squid Game isn't diverse. It's full of fucking Koreans. It's like that picture from that Marvel writer's room when they said, look at all the diversity here. And it was just a room of women. When you have one thing, it's not diverse. But we know, because the gaslighting is in full effect, diversity equals non-white. Diversity, for the most part, tends to be no straight white male. Boobies. Characters from diverse backgrounds, no, make it in life through heists, fraud, hacking, and illegal fighting. Yeah. They're criminals. They're criminals. And it's not from, they steal. So they don't make it, they steal. They steal through heists, fraud, hacking, illegal fighting. As expected in a superhero show, action scenes involve fistfights, weapons, explosions, and deaths. There's not too much in the way of bloody injury, but one character dies by suffocation, while another is possessed by evil forces. Despite the serious themes and high stakes, there's no high stakes. The show maintains a light tone with energetic music used to lighten fight scenes. Language includes asshole, damn it, bitch, and multiple uses of shit. Overall, Ironheart is an honest portrayal of survival that could spark important conversation around tech ethic. No, it's not. What the fuck are these people smoking? What the fuck are these people smoking? Okay. Common sense media. Let's take you at your word. Because do you know what you just said then? This is an honest portrayal that black people just immediately start thieving. That's what you just said. This is an honest portrayal of black folks, thieves, liars, heists, fraudsters, hackers. I didn't realize that common sense media was so racist. I didn't realize they were so fucking racist. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't realize how racist common sense media was. Fucking hell. A gripping ending to the MCU's Phase 5. This series has potential to be a turning point for the Marvel. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's not. What are you fucking talking about? A likable series with a crackhead lead. Cracking lead. Sorry, my bad. I misread that. A likable series with a cracking lead. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. It may not rock your world, but you also won't regret spending time in Yes, you will. She's horrible. She's a horrible piece of shit, and I wouldn't dare turn my back on her for the knives that she'll stick in it. Ironheart is everything I love about the MCU. When they let themselves have fun. Do you know how Ironheart ends, by the way, chat? Ironheart ends with Riri Williams selling her soul to Mephisto. That's how the show ends. She sells her soul to the literal devil. That's how it ends. That is how it ends. He didn't trick her. There's no trickery involved. There's no trickery involved. It's very clear. She understands. She understands exactly what the stakes are. She sells her soul. Okay, this is the retardation, right? Because Mephisto actually turns out to be a nicer guy than fucking Riri Williams, because she sells her soul to get the construct, the AI of Natalie back. Because in episode 6 or 5, at the end of episode 5, she has to make the suit work. They have to infuse it with magic. But because the magic infuses the suit, it wipes the AI. So Natalie's gone. So she sells her soul to Mephisto in return for the Natalie AI to come back. But because Mephisto's actually a nicer fucking guy than Riri, instead of giving her the AI, he gives her Natalie back, the real person. So she doesn't get the AI fake construct of Natalie. She gets the real fucking woman. So, by the way, yes, she sells her soul for her own selfishness. For her own selfishness. So instead of learning to deal with loss, instead of learning to deal and move on from tragedy, she sells her soul to get it back. Not a hero. This is the origin story of a villain. Well, I'd say Mephisto got a soul, but I'm not even sure that she fucking has one. So the joke might be on Mephisto. Brooke Obi from Black Girl Watching. Damn it. That's exactly what I was going to name my second channel, but it looks like it's been taken over. With stunning CGI, a talented cast, and a compelling story that's so Black Girl. She's black. 10 out of 10. I remember having a chat with Eric July once. And we were talking about color in media. And Eric and I were discussing, and Eric was saying about, do you know what the beauty is of writing white characters? Is that you don't have to deal with all this bullshit. You don't have to deal with all these hang-ups. There's no hang-ups around white characters about being white. There's none. You can just write a character. But when a character comes along from another background, black, brown, you know, that gay, that becomes that becomes the only thing that's focused around that character. The color of their skin, the sexuality, their ethnicity. And it's true. It's absolutely true. And this is a prime example of why characters black, yay. And they'll never get past it. They'll never get past it. And it's probably why shows like Ironheart will always be shit. Because instead of just being a show, Marvel won't let it just be a show. It has to be about the black experience, which according to Marvel is lying, cheating, stealing, murdering. And then the media around it, the progressive media around it will be about, let me just check notes, color. Let's get into some super duper, shall we? Yeah, the beautiful people. Oh, by the way, we are only $3,280 away from 400,000 on Saints and Sinners. So that looks like another fucking thing we're gonna smash through. Holy shit. Boobies. Nathan B has become a member. Nathan, thank you so much, dude. As appreciate you. Kalioth with a $10 says, those Russian bots are bombing Disney again. Oh my God. Ironheart crashed harder than Solo did in the cinema. Oh my God. Will it get willowed? Will it appear on Luminate ratings? Well, it hasn't so far. Find out in Disney's next quarter filings. Well, so far, Ironheart hasn't popped a rating anywhere. In case you were wondering, let's just move me a little bit higher. Hello. In case you were wondering, folks, Ironheart has not popped a rating anywhere. Imagine my surprise. Imagine my shock. Yeah, that was my surprise and my shock at it not popping a single fucking solitary thing. Jurassic World looks like it's going to do huge. It looks like it's going to do huge. It is possibly the worst movie I've seen in years. Right? Eric needs to quit losing money. I know. Oh man. I wouldn't get out of bed for $400,000, as you know, chat. Roland the Wretched with a $50 says R.E. Ironhearted was disappointing on many levels. The biggest being it ended up not being a Brighton allegory for you, Terry. I know you wanted to say those magic words. Marvel will give you another chance, maybe. You're getting. I don't know, Roland. You're getting very close here, mate. He's getting very close to muting it. You're alluding at things here, mate. You're alluding at things here. I think he's got. I think somebody might have to go back onto mute. Marvel will give you another chance, maybe with She-Hulk season 2. Love you, Terry. There is never gonna be a She-Hulk season 2. I don't even know if we're ever going to see that character again. I don't even know if she's going to be in Doomsday. Ted Hammond with a $5 says, I'll live 30 minutes from the floods in Texas. Please send us a love down here. We could use a lot. Oh, yeah. To all my Texas brethren and sisterin, be safe. Don't do anything silly. Be safe and lots of love. But first and foremost, be safe. Things can be replaced. People cannot. So please be safe. Logan Johnson with a membership for 10 says, morning, good sir. Hope you're doing well. I am. I saw Rebirth on Thursday, and despite the flaws it has, I enjoyed it. Okay. The Snickers bit was retarded as fuck, and the boyfriend should have been eaten instantly. Yes. In actual fact, I thought he was. In the beginning bit with the boat, I thought he was a goner. So I thought it was going to be the father and the two daughters left. No. Somehow the boyfriend just wouldn't die. Sam J. Rizzo with a $5 says, can't wait for your review of James Gunn's Superman. Don't you mean Superman's James Gunn? As big fan of yours here in Chicago. Say hello to Ironheart when you see her, dude. Yes, I'm going to see Superman on Thursday. So expect my review to be up before Friday Night Tights on Friday. Look at this. I got this stray long white hair. I'm gonna have a shave. I'm gonna get my clippers out after this stream. Get rid of these little fuckers. Yes, my review for Superman will be up Sunday before Friday Night Tights. I hope it's good, but from everything that I've seen so far, God, I got a feeling I'm not gonna like this film. I've had a few reviews sent to me as well from some people. Some people have been in touch. Their reviews have been scathing.
Movies.
X in Wonderland with a membership for 8 says, after all the trash we've been getting, the all-time greats have somehow gotten all-time greater. Well, I mean, every time a piece of shit is put out, it elevates everything else before it. In actual fact, in a bad way in some cases, because the greats are always going to be great, regardless. Even if an amazing film comes out today that we're just like, fucking hell, that was insane, it won't take away from the greats. But unfortunately, when you have this much slop, it elevates things which really shouldn't be elevated or shouldn't be given the accolades that some people might have to. Don't worry, VH. It's okay. You are forgiven. But yeah, Sunday Fun Day is going to be in 90 minutes from now, and Peak. We'll be playing Peak again like we played last week. It was a fucking ton of fun. I think X-Ray Girl's back this week. So it's going to be X-Ray Girl, myself, QBG, and Kara. So it's good for the first time in about 2.5 months. We're going to be the OG team. The OGs are going to, well, I mean, it's not really OGs because that would be Jane Theory. Miss you, Jane. Do you miss Belle? Oh, I miss Belle terribly. I can't wait to see Belle again. Maybe soon. Maybe I'll be seeing Belle again sooner rather than later. Who knows? Casual Sadism has been a member for 8. Thank you, Casual Sadism. And Mikey Gassler has been a member for 27. Thank you, Mikey Gassler. And Mikey Gassler with a $20 says, did you see the Japanese teaser for Superman? It's Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane waiting for the slow garage door to open. It's funny. Get it? Because Mr. Terrific is tech savvy but has a poor garage door. It's funny. Laugh. Because that's never been done before, Mikey. We've never seen that gag before. Oh, fucking hell. Oof. Whew. Thank you for that, Mikey. Calioth has been a member for 18 months. Calioth, thank you. And Calioth with a $2 says, a large percentage is now robot/belt processed, no human. Well, I think a lot of these articles are just churned out with Chat GPT or something. I really do. I really do. St. Louis dropping a Hondo dollar supery dupery. Boom. Hail to thee. Hail to thee. Dude, St. Louis, massive, massive thank you, man. That is ridiculous. A big, fat hundy slapped on the table. It's all about the Benjamins. It's all about the Benjamins. I'll finger you like that. I'll fucking middle. Refan with a 24 month says, am I saying as you had 15 pages and access to the Oscars, you could have channeled She-Hulk and had naked skipping rope? How you put that together in your mind is up to you. Yeah, the Oscars were my editors on this, so I had access to, and of course they are the keepers of the Bible, the Ripperverse Bible. So you'd approach them and say, "Can I use this character?" And if they said yes, you can use this character, then you'd ask for the Bible entries. So I'd have access to those Bible entries of those characters so that I could write that character as authentically to the Ripperverse Bible as possible. And then because this was my first ever story, my first ever comic, they gave me a lot of help in terms of how to format it, how to present it. My story was a bit longer, but it wasn't going to be able to fit into the 15 pages. And instead of just saying, okay, you can have these additional 2 pages, they were just like, no. They were just like, no, you got to get rid of 2 pages. So that made me go back through the story and sort of look at how the story flowed. And then I realized that if I cut a certain element of that story out, I could actually just go straight from there to there. And it actually made the flow of the story better. So yeah, I managed to get it into the 15 pages. So yeah, they gave me some great advice. Yeah, I was very fortunate and very grateful for the help. Mauler did get 16 pages because the long man, I guess, had to get that extra. Gara with a 50 Swedish says, this must be the ultimate dream coming true for you. Creating your own comic book and that it's successful. I'm happy for you. You deserve it. Chikara, thank you so much. I tell you what, there is you know, the fact that I get to write the comic is amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful to Eric and the Ripperverse for the trust and the faith that they put in me to write a story. I hope that I can repay them for that. But ultimately, and I don't mean this in a cheesy way, I mean this in a legitimate way. Obviously, I don't see that $400,000. That's Ripperverse. That's the Ripperverse, you know. I've been paid for my pages. I've been paid for my story. So I have been, you know, I have been paid. To me, it's great that it sold over 10,000 copies. That 5 figures is kind of special. And it's great that it's done, you know, just short of 400,000 at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's going to go over 400,000. And I'm pretty sure it's going to have a strong finish. So we'll see where it ends. Is there a potential for 500, 500,000? Maybe. Who knows? But I'll be honest. Again, I'm really not trying to be cheesy here. But to me, the thing that I'm legitimately looking forward to the most is you guys getting it. Is legitimately your guys' feedback on how you like the stories. Obviously, from a personal perspective, how you like my story, but you know, it's how you guys like the stories. So when I say that I'm really, really looking forward to that afternoon tea with Az, which is just going to be Saints and Sinners. It's just going to be me and you guys, the people who got the books. We're going to be chatting about it, and I'm going to be, you know, listening to what you felt about it. And all that kind of stuff, and that to me is the most important thing, because I say this with full sincerity. Is I want you guys to have fun with the story. I want you guys to enjoy the story, and if you do, there is scope for more. Eric said that on stream, but you know, it would be amazing if you did. Because I just want to put smiles on faces. That's what I want to do. Put smiles on faces. So yeah, are there boobs? Well, I mean, Ingrid is in the story, and she does come with a set of boobs because she's a female. But hey, that look at my cover. My cover's great. Let me bring up my cover. You know, I know I'm a little bit biased, but I think my cover is fan fucking tastic, man. Yeah, where are we? There we are. Look at this. Look at it. This is my cover. There you go. Look at that. Woo! There's a lot going on that cover, chat. There's a lot going on in that cover. There's a lot to put into 15 pages. There's a lot of story to put into those 15 pages. So yeah, I'm genuinely excited for you guys to read the story. So yes, that to me is the big thing. And if you guys want more, then you know, who knows? Who knows? But again, not just myself. I'm looking forward to reading the other stories. I'm looking forward to your guys' feedback on the other stories as well. This is also Mauler's first bit of writing. This is Mauler's first comic as well as my first comic. You know, Drunk 3PO, he's done a couple already. And of course, Will Jordan, aka the Critical Drinker, fully, you know, multi-published author, now, you know, doing himself some film work as well. So yeah. Do I get my own Soska sister as part of the deal? I hope so. I'm not saying I'm not saying that it was in the contract, but I'm not saying that it wasn't in the contract. Okay. But yeah, I'm absolutely I'm so excited for you guys to read it. I really am. Because I do think that the Ripperverse fans are the best fans out there, and they are. The way that you guys have just supported Eric and supported the Ripperverse, and I think Eric has created some incredible characters. We hear from the mainstream industry, you can't create new characters anymore. People aren't interested in new characters. They're not interested in women. They're not interested in black people, blah, blah, all this fucking nonsense. And Eric's created this universe that's... Oh, the irony, of course, is that Eric's Ripperverse is exceedingly diverse. That's the irony. But it's like an organic diversity. Nobody speaks about the color of the fucking skin. Nobody speaks about, oh, I'm a fucking woman or I'm a man or whatever it is. You know, it's just characters and story, and that's what's important. And I think, you know, people, Yaira, Isom, fucking Alpha Core, you got the Horseman, you got Goody, you got Bloodruth. I do love me some Bloodruth. You know, you've got Zaylan that's just coming as well. You got all these new characters, you know, maybe some from myself. You got all these new characters that are coming, you know, that have been created, and to me, they kind of feel as established as so much the industry would love to be established today's age. So yeah, you guys are fan-fucking-tastic. And this has been nothing short of a privilege. And if it's the only thing I get to do, if this is it, if this is me one and out, I'm proud of my story. I'm very happy with my story. And I have 100% ticked off a bucket list item. I truly have. So from a personal perspective, I could not ask for any more. I really couldn't. So thank you. Thank you for buying the book. Thank you for making Saints and Sinners a massive success. It's the second highest grossing book of the year to date. It's gone past Yaira 2. It's gone past The Horseman. The only book that sold more in terms of money is Isom 3. And we've done it with no CGCs. And of course, the CGCs are the expensive thing. You know, we've got no CGCs. This is some document cards, t-shirt, poster, covers. That's it. So to do just shy of 400,000, it'll go over 400,000. So to do 400,000 plus, crazy, absolutely crazy support. So grateful. Thank you. Nicky with a 17-month membership. Thank you. CGC's Robot Jones are the graded books, the ones that you sign, and then they sent away for grading. So you get like your 9.8, so your blah, blah, blahs. So yeah. So those, yeah, we had none of those. We've got the concept art book now, and we got the hardcover, but they only came because you hit the milestones. You know, they weren't part of the campaign to begin with. You had to hit the financial milestones to release those, and you fucking smashed them. And you absolutely smashed them. When am I going to drop my song to go along with the story? Anytime now, Jordan. Anytime now. UK Outlaw with a £10 says, hi, Az. I know a series is going to be dog shit. I wait for you to watch it. It saves me time and is less painful. I'm happy to take the brain damage. I've owed you this for a long time now. I haven't been able to complete a show in a while because they've just been so fucking bad. But I promised you that I would get through Ironheart. I've got 2 more episodes to go, and it'll happen. So part 5 tomorrow, part 6. I'll start on part 6 Tuesday. So yeah, part 5 tomorrow, part 6 Tuesday. And then Friday's going to be Superman, but there will be videos and streams, of course, but there will be videos Thursday, Friday as well. Wednesday, Thursday as well. G Mort with a £10 says, really enjoying your content. Have a tenner. Fucking A, dude. Thank you, G Mort. I appreciate that. I will take that tenner. And I appreciate that. Humble Dirt Merchant with a $5 says, wait, if Mephisto returned Natalie, does that mean that Natalie was in hell? As you know, the MCU no longer establish any rules of shit. But judging from what we've seen of Natalie, she was probably in hell. She was probably in hell, yes. Danes live with an €11 says, hey, Az, I don't want to be rude, but when is the greatest and amazing Ironheart the Veil Guard rant review coming out? What you did promise us, your worshippers, it will. Dainsliff, it is going to come out. I need to be back in the UK to work on it, so it will be out sometime this year. And it's more of a dissection than a review, but it will be out at some point this year. Sergi Berengard with a 5 Canadian says, so they spent millions of dollars to get thousands of views. Yes. Yes. It's more of an autopsy. Yeah. It's more of an autopsy than a review. In actual fact, I think that's what I'm going to call it. Dragon Age the Veilguard, an autopsy of failure. But yeah, it's about the budget they said is approximately $100 to $150 million. Streaming services are unsustainable unless you have the Netflix model. They're all going to get rolled into one or two, but they are unsustainable. Gorbs with a £10 says, if the suit can be powered from the reflected light of the moon to the same level as an arc reactor, Riri would be a trillion. Exactly. Should be a trillionaire. Yes. After selling solar panels that powerful to the yes. I don't know when this super came in at one point, but yeah, we actually discussed this in the stream. If she could produce solar power that was so powerful that you could, absorb the reflective fucking light of the moon, which is reflecting from the sun to the moon to Earth. But if you could power the suit purely because of solar power, you have created the greatest renewable source of power the world has ever known. You would be the richest person on the planet, an absolute quintillion billionaire, trillion squillionaire. But knowing Riri, she wouldn't share it with anyone because, they need to recognize. Emac with a £5 says, this is so weird for me because my name is actually Aaron. And I feel like I'm being told off in school again. So this is my first ever donation. Aaron. Amac, thank you so much indeed, dude. Appreciate you. Nate the Scott has been a member for 34, says the most AI of AI articles since the last time a woke journal had to suck off Disney Marvel's latest slop offering for a crumb of clout. Look, the access media, they only care about retaining their access. They don't care about authenticity. They don't care about honesty or integrity. As long as they can sell their fucking soul for a gift bag from Disney, they're more than happy to do so. Burtface has been a member for 4 months. Burtface, thank you. Gorbs with another £5 says Claw from Gun X Sword was more of a hero than Riri, and he wanted to partially mind control the whole world to force global peace. I mean, that is actually more heroic than Riri. AMAC with a £5 again. I've gone from his first to his second super chat. As is right, though, I haven't watched the show and I never will. I genuinely can't believe this desperate to be oppressed character got given a show. Welcome to intersectionality, where the currency is victimhood. Ministry of Wrong Think with a membership for 25 says Tony Stark spawned a multi-billion-dollar, decade-long international franchise. We was Kangs won't even spawn a season 2. I'm tired of the cope. It's just gaslighting. It's just gaslighting bollocks. You know, oh, this is a return to what people love about Marvel. You know, meanwhile, the fucking thing's going off a fucking cliff. Nobody's watching anymore. Everybody's sick of this shit. Apart from Deadpool, Wolverine, when was the last time a film of theirs actually made a profit? How many of the films made a profit since Endgame? 2, 3, no, but 3, 4, maybe? Ministry of Wrong Thing with the $5 says, stop looking at these articles. It's dangerous for your mental health. You got to dust off / polish some of your hot toy figures after this to detox. Might polish something else if you know what I mean. Yeah, boy. Ministry of Wrong Thing with a $5 says, no, I can't. Gets shown a wad of cash. Okay, let's go. Literally both an MCU hero and the opening of a Brothers video. How much? I'm not going to do that for this amount. Spinwood gifting 20 memberships to the stream. That is a hundo Canadian. A hundo Canadian. Spinwood, thank you so much indeed, dude. You are way too kind. Way too kind, number one. Ryan Soilo with a $5 says, we watched Superman 1 and 2 for the 4th of July. My 5-year-old son loved both of them. Ugh. Christopher Reeve, man. If only they could remember how movies / stories used to be made and told. I think a lot of it has got to do with the morality, and there is that morality in Hollywood is gone. Not that Hollywood has ever been particularly moral, but at least they understood what the regular Joe appreciated. And they don't anymore. To them, it's no longer about entertainment. It's about lecturing. And if you don't agree, then it's about beration. But they have no morality anymore. And you can't write moral stories when you have no morality. These are people that want to, you know, these are people that talk about tyranny. Meanwhile, if you don't get vaccinated, they want you fucking dead. These are people that want to mutilate children. These are people who are legitimate misogynists, hate women, want to replace women. They want to replace women's sports. They want to replace women's personal, private places. You know, there's no morality with they're degenerates. They are degenerates. Fiesta Cat with a 12-month says, moral of the story of Ironheart, be a criminal, get money, never face consequences. Yes. In a roundabout way. Yeah. I mean, that's essentially it. Be gay, do crime. Be gay, do crime. Ministry of Wrong Thing with a $5 says, really? You sure you want to sell your soul to get Google Home back? All right, Satan. Yeah. Like I said, she thought she was only going to get the construct back, the AI of Natalie back. And then when she realized Natalie was corporeal and she'd got the actual person back, she was like, holy fuck. And then I was like, holy fuck, you just sold your soul for AI tech? You just sold your soul for fucking AI. Oh my God. Fiesta Cat with a $5 says they must have defunded the police in Ironheart because they were nowhere. Plenty of opportunities to be caught. Yeah, I don't think there was a single police officer anywhere. There were security guards who were beaten up, murdered, shot. You know, working men. So there's a lot of working men, some working women who were beaten up and critically hurt, killed, so that the good guys, the Robin Hood gang, could steal from a rich person to give to themselves. Jaded Fat with a $50. Hola from a very wet South Texas. Oh, took entirely too long, but I finally finished Expedition 33. What a game. What a game. Best game I played in the last decade. Even bought the hard copy. Yeah, I need to get a hard copy of that. I need to get a hard copy of that. Loving the Ironheart reviews. Many thanks for rotting your brain on our behalf. A, you're welcome. B, be safe. C, I actually got a comment the other day on my channel, and some guy said, and I paraphrase, but it's very close to what they said. They said, the fact that you haven't done a review of Expedition 33 just shows exactly the problem with your channel. Something along those lines. Sorry, I actually, normally I ignore comments like that, you know, yeah, whatever. But I decided to reply to this one, and I replied by saying, I streamed the whole game live. I streamed the whole game. So you couldn't get more of a comprehensive idea about what I thought of it. Eesh. Yeah, be safe, dude. Be safe. And thank you for a big, fat biddy. Rook has been a member for 16 months. Rook takes Rook. Thank you. Mercuric with a $10 slapped on the counter. Walks off. Boom. Thank you. Marty Gassler upgrading their membership to the Witcher level. Mikey, you're a star. Love you, Mikey. And Sergey Berengard with a 2 Canadian says, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? I have not. Will I? Probably not. But I heard somebody mentioning this on Friday Night Tights, I think, as well, in one of the supers. Roller Coaster has been a member for 32 months as well. Roller Coaster, thank you so much indeed. Right, girls and guys and girls and girls and guys. Girls who are boys and boys who are girls. And do girls love their boys and do boys love their girls? Always should be someone you're thinking of. Okay. Massive. Oh, I know. I was gonna wind up, but Logan Johnson just chucked $3 onto the counter as well. Went and see ya with a fist bump. Bang. Back at you, dude. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate you. So massive, massive thank you to everybody who came to watch today. I'm going to be back in 1 hour from now with Sunday Fun Day Peak with the gang, the full gang, myself, QBG, X-Ray Girl, and Kara this week. Mr. Porkchop has been thrown off the cliff. So I'll be back in 1 hour with Sunday Fun Day and Peak. Massive, massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Big audience. Over 1,300 people. Big audience today. Thank you. So massive thank you to everybody who came to watch today. Moderators, thank you so much indeed for giving up your free time. Everybody who super chatted, membered, remembered, gifted memberships, and people who went and got themselves a copy of Saints and Sinners this stream, because we are just on the verge of $397,000 now. We're just like $58 away. Gone up to 10,291 books sold now. So all of you actually bought a book as well during this stream. Thank you so much indeed. If you're watching this back later and you want to support Saints and Sinners, there is a link to it in the comment section down in the description box down below. So thank you for that. I will be back in an hour with Sunday Fun Day. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Blue Boo.